Welcome to Say Like a Champ, episode 190. It's your boy A-Dub.
And your boy Striz. What's up, SLAC fam?
What's good? Yes, welcome in to all of our SLAC fam out there. Another beautiful Tuesday here on planet Earth. Another week in sports we got to get down. And, NBA is the big thing right now with the NBA playoffs kicking off over the weekend. And we're definitely going to get some takes on that. But, we're going to do our usual lineup. And before that, do a little check-in as well. So if you're out there reporting live from wherever you are, don't be afraid to hit the comments, hit the likes, be a part of the show. We love to have you guys and have you guys engaged with us. But Strizzy, what's good? How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going well over here. Just chilling, grinding as always. You?
Yeah, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Life is definitely always an adventure. But everything is good on my side. I have no complaints. And I'm excited, you know what I'm saying? I'm excited also to count down to 200. This is episode 190 Tuesdays in a row, and pretty soon we'll be at 200. So we definitely got to figure out what we're gonna do to make that extra special, you know?
That's real.
Something good. So I have a couple ideas. I know Strizzy, you have some, so we'll be getting together on those. But Slackers, if you guys have ideas too, don't be afraid to hit us up if there's something you might like to see from us to maybe celebrate episode 200. So as we say that, we got some friends coming in. We got moms, hello. We got pops as well. Good evening. We got Miss Grace Williams, and then we also got Unc, hello from Texas. And did get another package from Unc. So we'll have to open that soon, but I think we're gonna be getting together soon. So we might have to do a little separate video for that. You know what I'm saying? A little unboxing. That's what it is though. Again, thank you guys all for being a part of the show, and thank you for being here with us. We're about to get rolling on our usual carousel of topics, but before we do, we got to add the last member of our panel in today. He's looking fly and fresh as always. What's good?
Fly and fresh. What are you talking about?
Man, I see, man. I'm sure the people on the links, man, they see you. Everybody wants to be fresh like you. You know what I'm saying? You make a statement when you're out there. You know, you're always repping.
Well, we must say that the reason I'm looking fresh, even this shirt right here, is because my boy Big Lex helped me. You know what I'm saying? He gave me these shirts. I still have like 6 shirts, maybe 7 shirts I haven't worn yet. I'm waiting till I get better because they like red, had a nice color, had a nice logo on them. So by next year, I might be starting wearing those, but I'm trying to keep it limited right now, you know.
Hey, I love it though, man. I just love seeing them out there because I never used them, you know what I'm saying? I never got a chance, you know what I'm saying? Because I never had no game. So I was like, this, you know, my brother got game, he got a rep out there. So that's what's up.
I appreciate you always, man.
And Strizzy, you're joining the club too. How's your golf game been coming along? I know you've been out there swinging a lot too.
Yeah, man, it's actually been dope. I'm not gonna lie. I just got back from vacation on Sunday, and I was gonna try to go out yesterday. Marcus always says, Mondays for golf. And I was saying, man, I was tired, bro. I went first for all the traveling and driving, man. But yeah, I'll probably try to hit the range. Probably not tomorrow because the kids are early release, but maybe Thursday if I can get out there for a little bit. But
that's what's up,
man. It's fun, man.
I did see some TikToks coming in from the beach. I was like, that's what's
up.
Yeah,
it was nice.
The videos out there. So even on vacation, you were working, of course, huh?
You never stops, you know what I'm saying? Gotta take them opportunities.
Exactly. That's what's up. All right, let's get straight to it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up our graphics here, and we're gonna get into our first topic of the week. What's up next?
Oh, let's check it out, man, real quick.
Tune to NFL Talk. Let's get it. All right, NFL Talk. And who would have thunk it after the career this guy has had so far, how far he's come? We're talking about Jalen Hurts now as the highest paid NFL player ever. 5 years, $255 million, $51 million a year. Of course, not the highest guaranteed, but still highest annual salary ever for Jalen Hurts. What was your guys' reaction to him getting the big contract extension?
I thought so. Mahomes don't have the highest.
No, Mahomes had the highest at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he got like close to 400 or something like that. I'm tripping.
But it's the annual per year.
Yeah. Oh, per year. Okay.
This is like what, 10 years? Mahomes is like spread out of 10 years.
Oh, okay.
It's much longer time frame.
Yeah, it's crazy though that he got it because 2 years ago we was like, man, we don't know if he's gonna be that good. We don't know if he's gonna make it as a quarterback. They're gonna have to get another quarterback. He had one good year and everything just changed. So
Right.
We always support these black quarterbacks. They have a lot of talk on their back already. So he's an Eagle. You know what I'm saying, in our division. But other than that, I'm happy for him. He got it. You know what I'm saying. He deserved it because he went through a lot. As in college, how he had to transfer and got benched and all that kind of stuff. Now look at he's the highest paid quarterback. So at the end of the day, it's dope. It's kind of cool that he got that, and I hope he do play well, keep playing, doing good. Not against us, but I hope he does do good and do his thing, man. It's good to see that.
I agree. Yeah, I go ahead, Shrizzy.
My fault. No, I was just saying, I actually, I agree. And I think he's progressed each year, right? Like he came in mid-season his rookie year and did really, really well. And I feel like he's gotten better every year than getting them to the Super Bowl last year. He had a lot of help. You know what I'm saying? Like he definitely had a lot of help. Like that team was really, really built. I mean, the sophomore, I believe, and the receiver. And then they got over Brown and they had a great running game, great defense, great offensive line. Like everything was perfect for him. But at the same time, like I always say, like when everything's placed in front of you like that, like you actually do have to play well. If you don't, he probably would be cut or possibly having to be drafting a quarterback this year. And he did everything that was asked for him. And he's a great face, right? He's one of the not very few, but few people who do have a great head on his shoulders. So I think he'll be the face of their franchise for a very, very long time. Yeah,
no, I agree. He's worth the money, but it also shows too how like every time we say, "Oh, this is crazy money," it's like it's just going to keep going up. The salary cap's going to keep getting bigger. So somebody has to be that, the latest. So that's what's up. We do want to welcome Anthony West into the show. He's checking in. He also says congratulations to agent Nicole Lynn on this deal. That's what's up, man. She did her thing. She definitely got him the bag. So,
but I had one quick question too. What do you guys think? Because he lost a lot of pieces, you know what I'm saying, on the team. So you think that's going like?
Yeah. So my sneaky take is I like to see him get the money because he's getting paid out, and also because that's going to damage their roster long term. Like, part of the reason why their roster was so good this year is because they got to build it around his rookie deal. Right now, if you're paying him $51 million a year, and they've already started to lose different pieces, it's like they're gonna, that run last year might have been their strongest run.
Yeah.
Strongest team at least. So I think I kind of like it on that tip too. So we'll see though. Pop says overpaid, but that happens with quarterbacks. Herbert and Burrow will get more for sure. Yeah. When it's their turn, which will probably be after next year, would be.
Yeah. I don't think Herbert gonna get it, but I think Burrow for real. I don't think Herbert. He gotta show something more because I don't think he's gonna get it.
True, but the talent there is just like crazy. So, but no, I am happy for Jalen Hurts. So definitely after getting benched, like you said, transferring, you know what I'm saying? He definitely went through a lot. So that's what's up. Speaking of going through a lot, definitely going through a lot. We're talking about DeMar Hamlin. He's been cleared following his cardiac arrest to return to all football activities. And my question with this one for you guys and for the slackers out there is, would you just go back to playing football or would you not?
When it first happened, we had a discussion with some other guys about these guys was talking about, like he said, man, yeah, he bounced back. He should go back. Like he said, his contract, he wasn't making a lot of money when it happened, So he can't just like not play and then live a lifestyle, So they were talking about, yeah, he could go back and play. I'm like, man, there's no way a dude down the field. There's no way he can go back and play. But now today, you seen he got cleared. It's like, my personal opinion, you play sports, you love the game, like you love it. You got cleared to play again. Yeah, but to me, I would say I would wait a year. You know what I'm saying? I would wait a year, be involved, maybe do the workouts, try to get myself together. But I don't think I would go and try to play this year. You know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, you're going to kind of feel like cautious. You don't want to hit nobody. So I think maybe train with the team, maybe do a little tackle a little bit like that. But I wouldn't try to go full speed. Me personally, if I was his dad or his brother, I would say, hey, man, just try to do it next year and see, see how it happens. But everything not promised next year, so that's probably why he want to do it this year. But me personally, I would wait one more year.
I agree, actually. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, it seems like it happened so long ago, but at the same time, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like so much can happen. Like your heart is it's a sensitive organ. You know what I'm saying? Like everything can be beaten right looking right. Doctors are like, we don't see any issues, so they clear him, right? But I mean, he was never in any position of fear before it happened, right? So it's just like it could definitely happen again. I'm a Marcus, man. Like maybe take a year of playing off, but stick with the team. Continue the contract that you're on because he's still young. This is still his early on years in his contract. So
right.
Go through the workouts, go through the practices, see if your body can actually keep up or whatever. And if he does well, just the entire year with no issues, then come back the following season. But I just be a little too worried about something happening, another big hit. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's just a little too scary. Still too scary in the back of my mind. And he's not even my literal blood family. You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about him and Tua as well. It's like those things are just a little too scary for me.
Yeah, no, I agree. If I was DeMar Hamlin, I'd be done. That would have been my last play. And I don't think that there's anything wrong with that if that turns out to be the case, or if he goes back. More power to him too. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's like if it's like the chances of lightning striking, then maybe he is the last person it's going to happen to twice. You never know.
Yeah.
But to me, I just feel like after everything he went through, I don't know.
That's a big thing because people were saying too about the lightning strike. It said it's hard for it to happen again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that maybe that plays a role, but maybe even like his position, you have to go tackle, you got to go hit. So maybe move the corner.
Right.
Yeah, but maybe move the corner. Maybe be like I'm saying like you got to tackle, but you won't be no hard contact. Deion did his whole career without having to hit hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did a little bit wrap his your legs something like that and get a tackle. Maybe do something like that if you really want to play. But at the same time, maybe this year he can get a deal with with Hard Knocks, something like that, or any kind of documentary and document like him every day. He trying to get back to it, or trying to do a book deal. You know what I'm saying? Do some stories about how your life is going right this season. You know what I'm saying? And then later on, probably go back into it. I know, like I said, at the end of the day, he got to make some money. So right now, he's not making any money right now. So maybe, like I said, a book deal, a documentary, something like that he can get some income for him. But like I said, if he don't get that, maybe he got to make some money though. So
he's got to do something.
Yeah. I feel like that's all Netflix is nowadays. It's documentaries and docuseries, stuff, things of that nature.
They're making them like crazy for sure.
Exactly. But seriously, every time I turn it on, it's just like docuseries.
Let's jump to the slackers real quick. Unk says, I hope Hamlin is offered a staff position. Don't risk your health. Pop says Hamlin's asking for trouble. Should quit now. Don't want to see that again. Yeah. Anthony Weston hopefully takes it slow. Maybe have some workouts. It seems risky.
Yeah.
Said, but almost all second heart attacks are fatal. That's true too.
Yeah, that's key. But did he come out and say that he was going to play, or did you say he got cleared to play? Was it
just been cleared and he's been with the team, I guess, around the team. But I don't think he hasn't said like his plan or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Anthony Weston says one last thing on Hurts. His cap hits for the next seasons, are pretty low. Not until the fourth year is it 31 million on the actual book. So.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. They can still build around him. That's not what I wanted to hear. Dang it. All right. One last note real quick before we get into our little activity for today. Allen Robinson's being traded from the Rams and where was he going? Oh, sorry, to the Steelers. Yeah. That's pretty solid. That gives Kenny Pickett a veteran to work with. You guys like that move?
Yeah, especially they gonna keep Washington too? Or did he was in the trade?
No, he wasn't in the trade. So you
got Pickett, Washington, and him. You can't double team. No, those guys are legit. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's a great pick. They wanted Odell, and to me, you got somebody maybe as good as Odell now. Odell was a guy, but but I think you have that. Like I said, Pickett. The other, I'm saying is Pickens is his name, the receiver.
George Pickens. Yeah,
he's going to be dangerous. Like so, I think now having those three guys, you can't double team because one of the guys could kill you. So. I hate the Steelers, but I think that's a good pickup for them. And you got one of the best running backs, Najee Harris, back there too. So they in it, man. The Ravens not doing well with Lamar right now, so the division is just maybe the Bengals and them.
True.
So that's a good pickup.
And anything to go away from the Rams last year, they were terrible last year. So
yeah, it just did not work out with the Rams last year. So I'm sure he's probably happy. But Anthony Weston's right, though, his last comment. The Steelers OC needs to change things up on his play calling. His play calling was so horrible last year. I just believe that they didn't get Pickens the ball as much as they should have gotten him the ball, and especially in certain situations. So maybe this helps that, you know what I'm saying? But like Marcus said, like you can't double team any of
And they
them.
got tight end too now. The tight end is good too.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll see, man. I think this that division is definitely going out of Bengals and Pittsburgh next year. I don't think Ravens will be in the hunt.
Agreed. All right. We're getting ready for the draft. The draft starts next Thursday. And next week, we're going to be doing our little mock draft. But this week, we're going through our top 5 players, in our opinion. And Strizzy, he gave his not necessarily in order. But Marcus, was yours in order the way you gave them?
Yeah, mine was in order, yeah.
Okay. And I put mine in order. But we're going to basically kind of talk through them and talk through the guys. And we're going to go just one by one, kind of giving our thoughts real quick about them as we kind of prep for our, our mock draft next week. Now, you guys both picked our boy Bryce Young as the number 1. I went with Jalen Carter just because I'm a homer. I got to go with the Georgia Bulldog. And I was really rooting for back-to-back number 1 defensive line picks, from the same school. That would have been really, really cool. But of course, I understand that that's not going to happen. But I got my guy up there because I still think he's a beast, despite everything that's happened off the field. But Strizzy, I want to start with you. You putting Bryce Young up there. Your Panthers do have the number 1 pick. What are your thoughts about him? And I know you said not necessarily in order, but do you think he is kind of that top guy out there?
Yeah, I think right now. So it's funny, man. I really do like Bryce Young. I think he's got a great head on the shoulder. I was listening to one of his interviews on a podcast earlier today. And the dude's smart, man. He's very, very bright. He has a mind that's beyond football. You know what I mean? So great head on his shoulders. He sees the court like the field like a point guard, right? Like, so that's one of the things that I really, really love for him. Not exactly one of the bigger quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how that works. As I had to deal with Baker Mayfield and his batted passes so incredibly much last year. Oh my God, it was crazy.
Right.
So hopefully he plays a lot better than Bake does. But right now it is looking like he is the crazy favorite for the number 1 pick for the Panthers. I think it started off with Stroud, but I think that I don't know nothing, just based off what I've been hearing is Bryce Young going first or whatever. And I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard for me to trust Bama quarterbacks coming into the league. So we can't exactly say they've been good. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was the last really good Bama quarterback? And before we say Jalen Hurts, he was drafted out of Oklahoma. So you know what I mean? Like
that was a Lincoln Riley touch.
Yeah, it really was, man. Lincoln Riley got Baker Mayfield first round pick. He got our boy in Arizona first round pick. But I wouldn't be mad at it. I think he'd be a great franchise quarterback for us, and he's got a phenomenal built coaching staff waiting for him if that's the case.
Yeah, for sure. Marcus, any problems with his size for you?
No, he's a great quarterback. I think he was in Alabama. They play against some dogs out there, so I think he'll be fine.
I agree. All right, let's move to our second round of picks for each of us here. Marcus and I both had Will Anderson, just total beast out of Alabama, and then Strizzy had CJ Stroud. But Marcus, talk to us about CJ Anderson real quick. What you like about him?
Well, I don't know a lot about him, but he's going to be the first DN. I think the edge rusher is going to be – you have to have that in the top 5, So I think he's the best edge rusher coming out of Alabama. I think he did his thing. And I think his position going to need it because that's the Bears, right, the second pick?
Yeah.
So and I think he'll fit right in over there. So
I'm sorry. No, the Bears traded theirs, but I think the Cardinals, is where he's kind of being projected.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So,
but like I said, I think he's the best edge rusher to come out of college. So wherever you go, he'll do his thing.
For sure. Strizzy, you had CJ Stroud here, and I kind of want to wait to do the rest of the debate about the comparison of who your number 1 quarterback is until we get a little bit later. So let's hold on CJ Stroud real quick. Let's go to the 3rd round, and I want to hear what your thoughts are about Bijan Robinson, having him in your top 5.
I think by far, I think he's the best running back in the draft. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think it's that close, but he was an absolute monster last year. He should be the first running back off the table. Not really sure where he'll go per se, but I think whatever team gets him is going to be happy with what this kid is able to do, man. He's a monster, dude. So Hopefully he lands nowhere in the NFC South unless the Panthers somehow pick him up. But he's a beast, man. I really wanted to put a running back in there, and he was the only one that came to my mind in that moment.
Yeah, agreed. Now, this is your boy out of Texas, Marcus. You feel the same about him as far as where he might go, or
Yeah, we want him to drop, because the Cowboys are trying to get him. I think this is one of those things. He's one of the best running backs in a long time that came out. He's like a pure running back.
Yeah.
And Jerry Jones, he got his way. He'll do anything he has to do to go get him. And I think I felt, even though I know Zeke was on leave, I felt bad that Zeke left us. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, man, he was supposed to be so much more than what he was.
yeah,
So when he left, like, man. But now, if you get him, I understand what happened. You know what I'm saying? So it'll make it all better. I think he'll do his thing. I think Jerry would treat him, would do a better job than Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Because Zeke, we thought he kind of fell to the wayside. We didn't do what we were supposed to do with him. But right. I think he won't make the same mistake. I think this guy will be the best running back the Cowboys have ever had. But it's wishful thinking. He might go a little sooner than that, but I hope so, man.
Yeah, I agree. I think he's definitely a game changer. But I also agree with you guys are saying about the draft position. Running backs are just not valued. So maybe he will fall far enough, even though he's one of the top rated players in the draft and probably one of the most dynamic players in the draft. Maybe he'll slide, So
yeah,
I definitely hope so. But I like that, Strizzy, having him up there on your board. Next up, we have both Marcus and I entered with our CJ Stroud here. Have him a little bit behind Bryce Young, and then Strizzy, you came around with Jalen Carter at this point. What are your thoughts on Jalen Carter? And
I think Jalen Carter is my favorite edge rusher in this draft. I know he had a little bit of issues with the off field stuff, but I just feel like that's not going to matter. You know what I mean? Like at this point, like what you have with him. Maybe you get like a team therapist for him. Someone I'm saying? Yeah, someone to kind of help him along the way, kind of teach him some ways and help him deal with some of these things. But he can't fall out of top 5, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, my order is not really what I felt going 1 through 5, but
right.
I honestly almost feel like the Cardinals take him there, but. Well, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they got too many misfits right now to grab him, but I think he'd be a great edge rusher for the Cardinals. They kind of need something at almost every position right now. But yeah, man, he's a dog too, man. So I'd love to see him go. It'd be nice to see him play in the Cardinals. You know what I'm saying? You get to watch him play a little bit.
Yeah, you never know. But that would be pretty dope. I definitely think he is a beast, and I hope the off-field stuff doesn't impact him too much. I understand it's obviously not going to be number 1 pick anymore. All right, let's go to our last ones on the top board, and definitely, Strizzy, I wanted to hear your thoughts about the quarterback that you threw in here. Anthony Weston also had this guy, Anthony Richardson, in his top 5 best players in the draft. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on Anthony Richardson, and then for the Slackers and for Marcus after that, I just want to know if you had the number 1 pick, who are you taking? So we'll do that later, but first. Talk to us about Anthony Richardson, Strizzy.
You know what I mean? It's kind of funny. We love the draft, right? Because we get to go through and pick and who we think is going to be great, who we think might be a bust, all that kind of fun stuff. And there's usually always some diamond in the rough at some position that just goes out and has like a crazy year, a phenomenal year, and or just career. You know what I mean? And I think Ant Richardson is one of those players. You know what I mean? I feel like we were talking so much right now about Young and CJ Stroud, who's going first, who's going second. But I think Richardson, from a career standpoint, is going to have a really, really solid career. I think if he gets behind the right coaching staff and within the right system, he could very easily have a better career than both of them. You know what I mean? If you look at a lot of the top quarterbacks that are in the league right now, and aside from maybe Joe Burrow, you know what I mean, none of these guys were really taken first. You know what I mean? So. I really love the talent of Richardson. I think that, like I said, with the right development, right coaching staff, I think right now that there's a possibility of him going to Seattle. I think that would be great. They're happy with Geno. Geno's going to play out the entire year, barring no injuries. But we've seen what Pete Carroll can do with some quarterbacks. You know what I mean? And I think he'd be a great fit there, considering how much longer Geno might have left.
Agreed. Yeah, that would be very interesting landing spot. Mom's jumping in on the combo, says, hate Florida, but Anthony Richardson is a real quarterback. That's her giving some credit to a Florida guy, which does rarely happen. But I get what you say, though, about the whole diamond in the rough thing. I think he could come out and be something different. Almost even like Lamar Jackson. There was a lot of questions, but obviously there was a lot of talent there when he was coming out. He wasn't the top pick. But, we see what he's done. So that's what's up. All right, Marcus. So if you had the number one pick, who are you taking?
I'm taking Bryce, man.
Yeah.
I think he's the best quarterback. I think he'll have a great future too. All right. You see small quarterbacks, you got Russell Wilson and Kyler Murray. I think he'll be in between both of those. He can run when he have to, but he also can pass the ball. He's very accurate. So I'm gonna go with Bryce. I think he'll change your whole culture of your team.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's a great pick. For me, I don't know. I'm kind of in between on him and Stroud as far as who I think the Panthers would take. But if I was the Panthers, I might actually take Anthony Richardson just to go for the upside and the long-term play because I just think that would be more fun. But between the other two guys, they're definitely more ready now. If you're looking at putting them in there and getting them ready to play and competing sooner, but the ceiling might just be different. I don't know. Strizzy, we're gonna not have you answer that question because you're gonna have the number one pick in our mock draft next week. So if you guys want to hear Strizzy's opinion about that, you're gonna have to come back next week because he's gonna be representing the Panthers with that number one pick, and so we'll find out who he picks. No pressure, Strizzy, but all of Panther Nation, what I'm saying, they're behind you. So all right, and speaking of that, the draft is going to be hosted in Kansas City, and next week on Thursday is round 1, Friday rounds 2 and 3, and then Saturday the rest of the rounds, round 4 through 7, and so that should be pretty exciting. And like I said, we'll do our mock draft, but now we've kind of set the table with who we think some of our best players are, and I think we're ready for our next topic. Let me see real quick. Let me see the comments just to make sure. Oh, Anthony Weston said he intended to play again in reference to DeMar Hamlin. He said that he intended to play again. So that's crazy. And Anthony Weston says for the Panthers, it makes sense to take Young because they play division games in domes and warm weather. I would take Levis. He would be a better fit for the Panthers. Oh, wow. He played at school without top prospects. Pop says no question. CJ is the pick. Young's size scares me. Richardson is a beast too. All right, so he likes CJ McCollum, or not CJ McCollum. CJ Young. I have basketball on the mind though, because that's our next topic. So that's what's up. And we'll be back with our mock draft next week to see who Strizzy takes on that one.
Yeah.
All right, NBA talk. So the playoffs are here. We don't have a lot of news outside of the playoffs, so we're just going to go through basically series by series and give our thoughts real quick about what's happened so far and what we think is going to happen. Kevin Durant made his debut for the Suns against the Clippers this weekend. The big Russell Westbrook versus KD, never been in a playoff series against each other, all that. Basically wound up in the Clippers actually stealing game 1 at home. So, Strizzy, I'm going to start with you. Do you think this is an issue for the Suns, or do you think this is just a minor setback?
I think it is an issue. I think the biggest problem right now is their depth. We talked about it before. They traded it all away. You know what I mean? They traded it all away. I still think Ayton is a problem. The issue with Ayton is he's just still a little too finesse. You know what I mean? Like, he's got to get down and start banging on these dudes. All these floater shots he's been throwing up lately. I'm like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You're too big for all that. But I think it is a problem. I think they're missing that depth right now. You look at the box score and you're like, who are these dudes? Like, some of these dudes, you're thinking to yourself, like, I have no idea who some of these players even are. And that's something that the Clippers aren't falling short of. They have a ton of depth, and it's showing right now. They're playing without PG. You know what I'm saying? They're playing without PG. So that's another scary thing. I don't think PG comes back for this series at all anyway. But, imagine if he was there. So there's a bigger issue there. And Scott Foster is refereeing tonight, so they will lose this game too.
Dang, what are your thoughts on the series so far, Marcus?
I don't know, man. We know basketball. At the end of the day, we know basketball, and we know the Clippers shouldn't have a shot.
Yeah.
So I really think I want the Clippers to win, but at the end of the day, we know basketball. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Chris Paul gonna play much better today. I think they got that shot. They weren't expecting them to come and play that hard without Paul George, so they kind of played around with him a little bit. Yeah. KD didn't take a shot for 9 minutes in the fourth quarter, so it just things like that. You don't think that would happen. You don't think they would keep fighting you. And Kawhi hit 3 threes in a row. Like, that's not gonna happen again. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel the Clippers gonna fight. Russell Westbrook gonna fight. He's gonna fight too a little bit. But I think tonight, KD, Devin Booker gonna have some big games. They try to get Aiden involved and other people involved, but I think they're gonna say, hey, for this series, man, you gotta kill them. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do our thing, play defense, and do it that way. So I think they're gonna tighten down. They're gonna be at home. I think they win at least about 15-20 tonight.
Yeah.
Got you. Yeah, I kind of agree. I think I don't know. I think if the Clippers make depth an issue, it is an issue because the Suns, besides Landry Shamet, they have nobody that's actually contributing off the bench. But I do think that the Suns starters are just going to have to, play those longer minutes, hang in there, and just do their thing. And like Marcus, like you said, they have the talent to get it done. I don't know. I would love to see the Clippers win, but I do think the Suns still are on track to probably win this series, even though they lost that first game. But I loved it because going into the playoffs, everybody's like, "Oh, the Suns, they haven't lost since KD been back in the lineup and all that stuff." And they lost their first game, with KD right away. So that's what's up. Ong says Westbrook went 3 of 19, but he hustled. He did hustle. He did play defense. And they still won, as Anthony Weston is saying too. Suns are messing around. Ty Lue is the better coach. I think Clippers will take this. Dang. So Anthony Weston actually did say Clippers before too. So we'll see. I don't know. I think it would be crazy though, because if you're the Suns and you went and got Kevin Durant,
I know, and you lose first round.
Dang,
that would be horrible.
That's rough.
You don't have to win the championship with him, but you can't get out.
Yeah, you can't lose. Well, Paul George, no,
you didn't even get as far as you did last year. You know what I'm saying? And last year was like a a disappointing season, a disappointing ending. So, all right, let's move on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers got the road upset in game 1. Austin Reeves was the man. And so what do you guys think though? Marcus, start with you on this one. You think the Lakers can win this series?
This series over. Lakers in 5, dog. Lakers in 5. I think Lakers lose tonight, but I think they go back home and win those 2 and then come back to the Grizzlies and do their thing. If they win tonight, it's gonna be a sweep. Put it like that.
It's gonna be tomorrow. Actually, they got an extra.
Tomorrow. Okay. So they win. If the Lakers win tomorrow, it's gonna be a sweep. So I just think they play well, man. They play together. Russell was playing good. You got AR playing good. You know what I'm saying? LeBron didn't have to do too much. That's what you want. If you're a Laker fan, you want LeBron to do the least as possible. Hard. So AD got some good blocks, playing hard. You know what I'm saying? The bench was doing everything. So I got Lakers win this series, but if they win tomorrow, I think I have them sweeping them out. But I think the Grizzlies might try to do a little something and try to fight back. But we'll see.
Yeah, I hope so. I think the Lakers should be able to win this one. It's going to be interesting, matchup by matchup, what might happen if they get past the Grizzlies. But maybe they can make a run. Like you said, they are playing together. They're playing well, and they got their role players really going. Rui Hachimura was a beast too, and really playing defense. So I don't know. Strizzy, you think the Lakers can do it?
I actually think they can, man. I'm very interested to see how game 2 goes. Because you know what I mean, that's what the playoffs are for, right? It's to make adjustments and see what's going. But man, they look really, really good, like Marcus said, man. When LeBron doesn't have to do too much or tally too much, the Lakers just look better. You know what I mean? Because what happens is when LeBron starts having to do too much, he plays zero defense, and that's when problems start coming, right? Right. But I think if even if Grizzlies win game 2, but Lakers keep it close, I think Lakers take the entire series. I think Memphis Grizzlies, with all the John Morant stuff this year, is really kind of wearing on them. And I think it's been a little bit of a problem. But I also do think a lot of the underdogs in all of these games, not all of them, but a lot of them took game 1 because a lot of these teams were sitting for a while, right? A lot of the play-in teams, I should say, won game 1. So Lakers are probably just a little bit more ready, to go. Same with Miami and the Bucks. I love my team, but I don't think we're going to win, especially Tyler Hero going out. And it's looking like Giannis is going to play. But yeah, man, I think Lakers can actually win this. I think they might move on.
I love it. I hope so. That's definitely what I want to see. And like you said, if LeBron can do as little as possible, that's good. But the only thing that makes me a little nervous, and I shouldn't even say it out loud, but we had a little Mr. Glass sighting, again during the game. I hope that was just a little blip. But every time it's like I just, every time it just worries me. But
start holding your breath.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to this one real quick. Not much to say for this one. On this one for me, other than Jamal Murray did his thing, but I think this should be no big deal, right?
Over.
Yeah. That might be a sweep.
All right, let's get into it then. The topic of the tonight that I really wanted to talk about for sure on the West Coast, we're talking about the Kings taking a 2-0 series lead against the Dubs. They light the beam twice. I really think that they're looking great in this series. They are playing really well. Unk reminds us that is his dark horse team. But the topic that kind of stole the show last night is Draymond Green again, coming through with the stomp this time. Strizzy, you want to go first on this one, or whoever? It is what it is. But I just want to hear what you guys thoughts about Draymond this time.
Man, I think. Man, the Warriors are in trouble, right? First of all, they're in trouble. They are not a good away team, and they're down 2-0. That is not okay for them because they have to play at least 3 more games in Sacramento, and that's not. That's sorry, 2 more games, 3 more games, right? 3 more games in Sacramento. That's not okay, right? But going back to this Draymond thing, dog. At what point in time do the Warriors just say, like, he might be suspended next game? If he's not, if somebody hasn't come out and says he's already suspended, like he might be suspended next game. I will say that Sabonis put himself in that position because he did grab Draymond's leg with both feet, but Draymond didn't have to stomp and jump. Like that's what caught the refs' attention. That's what got the refs to get him the tattoo. Like that's what caused it. If he would have just pulled away and kept going, there's no issue. Because if they would have gone back to the replay, they're like, oh, Sabonis put himself in that position. He shouldn't have grabbed his leg. It's nothing. But Draymond in Draymond fashion just had to stomp on his motherfucker like Kirk Franklin. You know what I'm saying? He just had to do it, man. So it's like Draymond just continuously puts his team in these issues, man. Like if they go, they're a different team without him, right? We know that. Like as much as Draymond gets on my nerves, he does bring a lot to that team because he moves the offense. So if he's out for Game 3 and Kings win Game 3, dog, they have no shot of coming back. It's over.
Yeah, I agree. The way they're playing, even with him, but him putting them in that position. Marcus, what did you think of the stomp?
Well, I'm a little different on mine. You grab anybody else on that team's foot, they don't stomp on you. He grabbed the wrong person's foot.
Yeah, he did.
So you grab Draymond's foot and you got what you got. Like I don't think he should be suspended at all. You grab the wrong person's foot. Like that's what he does. He kicks people. He does all that dirty stuff. So he grabbed the wrong one foot and he won't do it again. You know. So I think he should have got ejected like he did. That's fine. But I don't think he should be suspended. Like you don't grab a big man's foot. So, like I said, you grab anybody else's foot, I think they don't something that they kind of like move and let you know what I'm saying, go. But he grabbed the wrong person's foot and he got what he got.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not surprised by what had happened, but I guess the only thing that really baffles me, or the only thing I just don't understand, is the jump afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like trying to act like it was like a trampoline, like boosting off of him, like jumping up like into the air and like Strizzy, like you said, calling attention to it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I don't understand.
When you watch it over and over again, when he has his foot tangled, when he tried to run, his foot just kind of lands on his chest. That's expected. That's what's going to happen if you're grabbing somebody like this and they try to run. His initial step back is going to land on your chest. But the jump, and the actual push down, I'm sorry, Dre just has his track record. Like he very well might get suspended. Like I see what you're saying, Marcus. Like he shouldn't get suspended, but like because it's Dre, like 2 months ago he just punched his teammate in the face, or 2 months ago punched his teammate in the face. So it's just man, he might be out, dog. He might be out, man.
But if you look at the play too, I felt like you said he did when you probably let he's out there. I felt like he was like, I'm gonna go, but then he thought about it. He grabbed my leg, then he stomped on him. You know what I'm saying? That's how it felt like he was like, I'm gonna move. He's like, nah, don't grab my leg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I think he jumped right there, because he was thinking about like, what should I do? I'm Draymond. I'm gonna step on him. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Draymond.
Yeah, that's why I think he did that, man. That's why I think. I don't know.
Oh man, that's funny.
But I don't think I don't know. You got ejected. I don't think you can spin him now. You already ejected him out of the game. It was some clutch time left on the clock. So I think you let him play. It's a playoffs, man. Don't inject him out. I think you let him play.
I hope they don't suspend him either, just because it'll be more fun, But and I'm not really surprised, but I do wonder though if the Warriors are going to be done with him, after.
Yeah, you have to be.
He's out.
Yeah.
He's out.
And as Boss reminded us, he already cost him one title. The crazy thing is, how long ago was that? 8, 9 years, 10 years ago now, since when he got ejected for the game against
He killed LeBron.
Yeah.
That was 2017, right?
Okay. So that's still, it's like nothing's changed, I guess. That's why we shouldn't be surprised, and we're not.
Yeah, that's Draymond,
Yeah. But we'll see. Maybe we'll watch the clip later on. But we got to get through some more stuff. And so, Strizzy, you already kind of gave us your sneaky take on this one. The Heat, they did surprise the Bucks in game 1. But we did have a couple injuries. Giannis is not so serious. Tyler Hero is going to be out for the year, right? Or just
6-8 weeks.
He's done, right?
Yeah, I don't see him coming back. Not with a broken hand.
Yeah. So, what do you think? You think they just got that sneaky game 1, but that's it? The Bucks will regain form, or do you guys have
It's tricky. It's tricky, man. Like playoff Jimmy's a real thing, right? Like it really is. Like as much as I kind of came down on him on the regular season, when playoff time comes around, he's a totally different player. Not really sure why, but he is, right. And even though Giannis's back X-ray, MRI both came back negative, the back is something that like if you can't put any weight, like running on it, walking like that, it hurts. Like it really does bother. So I think it'll really kind of come down to like Giannis. If Giannis is good to go. Kind of sucks for us because he gets 3 days off. Last time he played was Sunday. We don't play again until tomorrow. So he gets a very long period off to kind of nurse his back. We lose our second leading scorer. You know what I'm saying? He's not even our third leading. He's our second leading scorer behind Jimmy. So and Tyler Hero. But again, kind of going back to like the play-in thing, I think Miami I think they were a little more into game, right? Into playing than the Bucks were. They had all that time off because of the play-in stuff. It's hard for me to think that they can beat the Bucks, but even if we somehow do, I just don't see us this year getting past, say, the 76ers or the Celtics. So it's kind of rough for me. I don't know how I feel whether or not like let's just get a higher draft pick or see what we can do, but we'll see. This season for me for Miami has been not a great one. I haven't really liked what I saw.
Yeah, but you guys still made it. And still at least one game, you know what I'm saying? It's no sweep or anything like that, so that's cool.
For sure.
Anthony said he had a chance, still think the series will be competitive. Onk says Jimmy Butler's playing well. Yeah, he is legit. Yeah. Playoff Jimmy. Let's move to these other series real quick in the East. We have the Cavs, Knicks, and actually the Cavs are up right now, and it looks like they'll be tying the series up. Or it is over? Okay. Oh, yeah.
No, it's still going. They got 4 minutes left. It's 99-76.
Got you. So
coming back from that.
The Knicks did steal the road game, game 1 on the road. So they kind of stole home court advantage, but I don't know where to go with this series. I think it's inconsequential, really, whichever one goes forward. But I kind of hope the Knicks do. I kind of like Julius Randle. I don't know.
Me too. Me too.
They ain't winning it. I don't think they'll win another game, man. No, they'll win another game, but I think Cavaliers, they're the better team.
Got you. Yeah, I feel you. And they're definitely showing it tonight. Unk said he got a Jalen Brunson rookie card. And also before I missed it, but he said he did get a De'Aaron Fox rookie card too.
Oh, nice.
That's what's up. All right. 76ers Nets. The 76ers lead. And really, the only thing to say too much about this series is that just Embiid, they don't have any size for Embiid at all, the Nets. Right. So he's going to be able to continue to dominate. They're either going to have to double and triple team, and he'll make the right pass,
but the thing
or
is,
he'll score on them.
Yeah, but the thing is, he's not even going inside on them if he wants to. He can stay inside. He's on the outside shooting jumpers and stuff. Like, he's not even dominating down in the paint. You know what I'm saying? So, but
he could really take them to it. True, that's true.
That's going to be another sweep, though.
Yeah, I think that one's over. Yeah. That's going to be a sweep. Also, the Celtics Hawks, and I didn't get a chance to update this, but the Celtics did win earlier today. So they have a 2-0 lead. I think this is another one that's probably a sweep. The Hawks are looking to make some changes. So I think there's really, I don't know, anything to say about the Celtics Hawks?
No, so do they play each other next? Or is it the Knicks that don't play? Like, I mean, Boston.
Let me check the bracket real quick. Let me check how it lines up.
Because that would be amazing if they play each other, like the Celtics and the Sixers play next. That would be a nice series early, you know?
I think it actually is. Yeah, Celtics or Sixers would be.
That's nice.
That would be the next matchup. Yeah, and the Bucks, get the Cavs, Knicks.
Got it. Okay.
So that should be pretty cool. That will be a good one actually, because it's going to come down to that. Those are the two teams that have a chance, I guess, against the Bucks. But it makes the Bucks an easier road to get to the Eastern Conference Finals for sure. So
definitely. I think that's why Miami lost to the Hawks. I think they figured if they could somehow get through the Bucks, they play Cavs and Knicks afterwards. Because we own the Hawks. We own the Hawks. I still feel weird about how we lost them in the play-in.
Maybe it was the fix-up, you know?
Yeah, it don't feel right to me.
All right. I think that's it though for basketball. Though we're pretty much up to date, and we'll see if we have a second to do a little bit of a video real quick. I want to mention the Stanley Cup playoffs. They did start yesterday. Mm-hmm. Hockey, always gets really intense during playoff time, so that's really cool to see. The Avalanche start tonight against the Seattle Kraken. This is their second year in existence, but their first year in the playoffs, so that's cool. I'm hoping that the Avalanche will welcome them with a little bit of a sweep. That'd be pretty cool. And hopefully the Avs can, retain their Stanley Cup championship. They played really well down the stretch, but had kind of a rough year this year. Definitely not as dominant. So we'll see, but we're definitely rooting for them. And then also this weekend, we got Ryan Garcia versus Tank Davis. Any thoughts on this fight? Tank is a big favorite in this one.
3 rounds. At that 3 rounds.
3 rounds, that's it?
That's it. The first round, he gonna fill him out. See what he because he gotta make the money. You don't want to knock him out too early. Second round, he gonna punish his body because he's small. He gonna hit them ribs up, and he gonna have to protect himself down there, and then he open himself up for the knockout.
Dang. I don't know. I think we're really gonna find out if Ryan Garcia has the technical skill. It seems like he has or not. And Tank, he does have length against Davis, so
Tank got that power. He's too small, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's gonna be a pretty good fight, like a surprisingly good fight. But Strizzy, what is your thought on the matchup? Be the tiebreaker.
I think it's gonna be a good fight too.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think Tank's gonna win. No, you're wrong. I think Tank's gonna win, and he should win. But I think that. I think they want this to go more than 3 rounds, right? Like he wants to win. I feel like lately Tank has been kind of like he's been pushing fights a little bit, like longer than usual. And
the last fight, did you see the last fight he did?
Yeah, but aside from that one, in
January.
And Tank really likes that uppercut. And he just has to be so close because the arms are so short. Like he loves that uppercut, man. And Ryan Garcia is just so much taller than he is. You know what I mean? But don't get me wrong. Like I don't think Garcia is going to win this fight. I think, even with the heavy favorite, I like Tank. If I was gambling on it, I might try to take it by round. Tank Davis knockout by like 6. I'm saying 6 or 7. Gotcha. I like Tank 6 or 7 round.
Wow.
Yeah.
Y'all giving Garcia a lot of praise. He ain't fart no hit, no hammer like Tank, dog.
Yeah.
That's true though. That's true. If he can handle, it's all going to come down to if he can handle the power or not.
Yeah.
And we'll find out early in the fight. If he can't, if he's stinging, we'll be able to tell. And you're right, it won't be long.
Yeah, for real.
So we'll see.
It's all fun and games when them punches start hitting.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody's got a plan, you know.
They both been talking a lot, Ryan Garcia especially, but once them punches start landing, we're gonna see.
And I don't know if this is true or not, but they were on like a live stream or a FaceTime or something together.
Yeah, it's true.
And they were saying that they're gonna basically bet their purse, like whoever wins is gonna get it all. Basically, winner takes all. And so,
you know what's funny is Ryan Garcia really probably doesn't need that money, so that's probably why he don't care.
Why you say I don't need the money?
Because he makes so much money from social media.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Like, social media, like and it's funny. He's like actually a boxer, but he's also like a Jake Paul though. Like as far as like
I didn't know
that. Oh yeah.
Oh okay.
No, dog. Right. So like you know, it's funny. Floyd said something a long time ago. You know, Ryan Garcia got his fans from social media, and Tank got his fans from actual boxing. Yeah, and A-Dub's right when he says, you know, Ryan Garcia is kind of like the Jake Paul of boxing, but he's actually good. You know what I'm saying? Like, he actually fights boxers. He fights real boxers in that sense. So he is good, but like, yeah, dog, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Garcia makes more money from social media than he actually does boxing.
Dang.
So, you know, I'm sure to him it's probably whatever, but
he wants to know the value
see this fight.
Yeah.
I'm just probably gonna see this fight.
We'll see. We'll see. But it should be definitely a good one. I'm definitely going to be watching, and we're gonna close the show a little bit. I do want to get to a couple comments in here. Pop said 76ers look terrible. Had to be inspired to beat the Nets, which it is. I guess it is. Doc Rivers did kind of go off on them coming out of the third quarter to kind of, I guess, get them inspired in the second half. But still. He says also, I hope 76ers quarter one to Celtics and Embiid is traded to Mavs for a loaf of bread. But you know what? If he went to the Mavs, that would be a great combo with Luka for sure.
You stuck with him. Pop, he's an MVP. You cannot do them like that. Pops, he's hooping. He's the MVP of the league. How you going to trade your MVP? I know you don't like him. I know you like Ben Simmons. But, Pop, you got to stop this now. He's a one-in-a-lifetime. He's the last big man left, man. Come on, Pops. Come on.
That is a good point as far as he is the last, like one of the last of the Mohicans as far as like a big man like that, for sure.
Come on, Pops.
True.
I seen that earlier. I couldn't help it.
Says Hawks to trade Trey. That'll be I think that's kind of sad, but I think that's where it's headed to.
Yeah.
Anthony West says Scott Foster's Suns.
I said that earlier. That's why I was like, Clippers getting this dub.
Scott.
Udoka for the Rockets.
That would be great. That would be absolutely great.
I like that. Okay. All right. Real quick. I'm gonna pull up this. We're gonna go ahead and we'll watch it, but we're gonna have to cut it off quick, right? So we don't get any type of strikes or anything. We'll watch the Draymond Green thing together. But real quick before we do that, I did want to say happy birthday early to Pops. Pops' birthday is tomorrow.
So
birthday, Pops, man. We love you, dog.
Pops. We got so many different birthdays, you know, all kind of in a rush, but we definitely want to celebrate everybody and celebrate him as well. Great contributor to the show. So thank you, Pops.
Love you, Pops.
Hey, y'all going to Vegas or what?
Oh man, no, not this year. That would be dope. That would be super dope. But no, if we were going to Vegas, that'd be sick. You know, if budgets were different, we'd be at that Ryan Garcia fight, you know. That's but right. Maybe soon we'll be there on some media type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. But but definitely want to say happy birthday to Pops. Absolutely. And all right, we're gonna pull this up real quick so we can see it live for all of our slackers. And we won't wait too long because that NBA logo will get us in trouble. But
let's take another look.
He like. Oh my God. That's the part where it just cracks me up. Why do you like trampoline?
I'm Draymond.
I'm Draymond weak.
Like that's exactly like the. But he's just always acting surprised, like when he gets in trouble. Like, why are you surprised though? When he did that
and then jump, man. I'm thinking they're just all man. Like if he just lets it go, but he just can't do it.
Yeah.
Just can't
All
do
right.
it.
So yeah, I just think, man, but I feel like I do hope he doesn't get suspended for that though. So, oh, Marcus, I'm sorry, we lost you, or are you good?
No, I'm here.
Oh, all right, cool. Some happy birthdays going out to Pops as well. And he's appreciative. Yes, definitely. Happy birthday, Pops. Pops says I'm sure his mom is proud of his baby.
My mother gotta be.
Yeah, somebody. Oh, that's too funny. All right, but that's what it is. We'll leave it right there. But definitely NBA playoffs, fun, interesting so far. I'm rooting for the Clippers tonight. Honestly, we'll see what happens with that. Definitely rooting for my Lakers tomorrow, though. And yeah, get ready, get excited for the mock draft next week. We'll get We'll get it together for that. We'll find out what we're doing for that. But I think we're just gonna have everybody will represent their team kind of thing, and then the rest I'll assign out between the three of us on here. So we'll make that happen for sure. Anything else though, Strizzy, maybe that you want to sign off on before we go?
Man, nothing honestly that I can really think of. Andy said when the Hawks are going to show up, they're not. No dysfunctional team. They ain't got it. But yeah, man, not really. Love playoff basketball, but we're getting to that end, right? We're getting to that point to where we're gonna be baseball only until late August, early September, or whatever. So, you know what I'm saying? So support each other. Check on your sports friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
check on your sports friends, man, because it's gonna be a little tough. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a little tough, but you know what I'm saying? It's all love right here on SLAC. That's about it.
Absolutely. We'll be here for y'all, and that's when we're gonna be doing the countdown to 200. So that's what will make it exciting for sure. So, all right, we'll leave it right there. Just under time. It's your boy A-Dub. Next week we'll have Say Like a Champ 191.
It's your boy Striz.
Your boy Marcus. Happy birthday, Pops, man. We love you, dog.
Yes, sir.